I am Matilda of Scotland, once Edith, daughter of King Malcolm III of Scotland and St. Margaret, born into a lineage both noble and pious. My story, though marked by privilege, has been one of duty, devotion, and resilience. As I recount these years, from the turn of the century in 1100 until my passing in 1118, I invite you to see the world as I did, through the eyes of a queen, a mother, and a woman of faith. A royal match. In 1100, my life changed forever. I was wed to Henry, son of William the Conqueror and newly crowned King of England. The union was a political one, to be sure, binding the Norman and Anglo-Saxon lines, but it was also built on respect. Henry was a man of ambition, and I supported his quest to strengthen his reign. My Scottish blood and my mother's saintly legacy brought legitimacy to his rule, soothing tensions with the English people who longed for a connection to their past. But marriage to a king is no fairy tale. My role was clear: to secure alliances, to embody grace and virtue, and, most importantly, to bear heirs. In 1103, I gave birth to our first son, William Adelin, the hope of our dynasty. A daughter, Matilda, followed soon after. My heart swelled with pride for my children, but the weight of their futures pressed heavily on me. They were not just my children, they were the future of England and Normandy. My duties as queen. As queen, I embraced my role as the bridge between the old and the new. I restored Westminster Abbey and became a patron of the arts and education, ensuring that our court was one of culture and refinement. I advocated for the poor and upheld my mother's legacy of piety and charity. I often walked among the people, offering aid to the needy and sick. Some whispered that a queen should not lower herself to such tasks, but I knew my faith demanded it. Henry trusted me to rule England in his absence, a testament to his confidence in my abilities. During these times, I worked tirelessly to maintain order, administer justice, and preserve the stability of the realm. Though I was born a princess of Scotland, I became a queen of England, earning the respect of both Norman lords and Saxon commoners. Tragedy and legacy. Yet my life was not without sorrow. In 1120, just 2 years after my death, my son William perished in the White Ship disaster. My heart aches to imagine the despair Henry must have felt as the hope of our lineage sank into the icy waters of the Channel. Without William, Henry's efforts to secure the throne turned desperate. He named our daughter, Matilda, his heir, challenging the traditions of male succession. I wonder, had I lived, could I have steadied his hand and softened the blow of William's loss? Reflections. I often ponder the legacy I left behind. My marriage to Henry brought peace between Scotland and England. My children, though born into privilege, were raised with the values of faith and duty that my mother instilled in me. I laid the foundation for my daughter Matilda, who would one day claim her own place in history as the Empress of the Holy Roman Empire and later as a contender for the English throne. History remembers kings, but queens often fade into the background. Yet, I do not lament this. I see my legacy in the stability of Henry's reign, the bridges I built between warring factions, and the compassion I extended to the people I served. My name, Matilda, means mighty in battle, and though my battles were not fought with swords, they were no less important. I fought for peace, for unity, and for a kingdom that could endure the trials of time. As I conclude my tale, I leave you with this: a queen's strength lies not only in her crown but in her heart. I was Matilda of Scotland, Queen of England, and my story endures not in monuments or conquests, but in the lives I touched and the legacy I helped build.